Startbox music.
Welcome to the Minute of Strength. For the past few weeks, we've been breaking down the ETK workbook, featuring this base building with kettlebell training. If you really want to challenge yourself, another way to go at this program is using a vintage dumbbell. And here's how it works. If I take week 1, the program minimum, where I'm working with some of the assistance drills like jumping jacks, mountain climbers, push-ups to a squat thrust, and the jog that we featured a few weeks ago, and I did those kettlebell swings in the middle of it, raising the volume every week. So we start off with 20 swings, and then we go to 25, and then 30, and go all the way up to 50. Using a vintage dumbbell, and I'll show you in a minute, changed the whole dynamic of the exercise. It's much more challenging. You've got a grip issue. It connects directly to your core. You'll feel your hamstrings really light up. If and when you do this, cut the volume in half. So if ETK is asking you for 20 swings with a kettlebell, cut that down to 10 swings. 5 on the right, 5 on the left, all right? Use an appropriate weight that you'd probably be hard pressed to get 6 to 10 reps out, where 5 is challenging, but nowhere near a point of failure, okay? I can tell you that it will not equate to the size kettlebell you use. It'll probably be substantially less, maybe 30% less, sometimes even 50% less. So make sure that cutting that volume in half still offers you the challenge. Don't make it easy, so that you instill that necessity for the technique. And that means your hand connected to the core, connected directly to your heel, where your feet have to grab that ground, and you've got all to do but get that bell over your head in one fell swoop. All right, I'll show you what it looks like. Come and check it out. All right, so we're talking about week 1 of the ETK program, the program minimum, which calls for 20 swings along with those assistance drills. I already did the assistance drills. You guys know what they are. So I'm going to show you how to integrate the vintage dead swing first in lieu of the kettlebell swing. So here's what it's going to look like. You're going to get that front sphere. You're going to put it behind your heels. Sit back in the heels and sweep. One shot overhead. Pull to the shoulder. We're going to go 5 on each side, which will give us that 10, okay? Much more challenging. Just the grip alone. There's my 5 on the right. I get my 5 on the left. And if you notice how the bell floats from this point up, it floats to the top. I'm putting just enough energy into this to get that job done, because the volume that I have left on that page, in that program, week 1, it's a lot of volume, a lot of assistance drills, and I want to pace myself, number 1, so I don't get hurt, but I finish the workout. That's the goal, right? That weight is appropriate. It's about close to 50 pounds. That's appropriate for the amount of work on that page. If it felt too easy, next time I did it, I'd kick it up a notch. Make sure that you're successful with it. Don't go too fast, don't rush it. Full stop at the bottom, full stop at the top, pull to the shoulder. Now, if you want to further challenge yourself, you can go long cycle with that same swing. It looks like this. Sweep overhead from dead, first one. Let that bell fall, drop your hips back on the deceleration. Right back to the top, there's 2. 3. 4. And 5. Now you can get fancy, you can do a hand switch, put it back on the ground, keep it safe. Sweep overhead, 1. Drop those hips back on the deceleration. Let the bell and your hips fall at the same time. Such a beautiful movement pattern. It feels so natural. And there's my 5. So that's a set. You do your next exercise, which could be going for a jog, it could be mountain climbers, it could be jumping jacks, whatever those assistance drills are on that page, whatever it calls for, you come back, do another 10. And remember, following week, you're kicking it up from 10 to 20. swings, right? So make sure you choose the right tool for the job, the right amount of weight. The volume is going to be dictated for you, so what you've got to do is you've got to figure out your own rest periods. So sometimes a challenge can be increase or decrease rest, increase or decrease resistance depending on what you do with your rest. So here's another way to integrate vintage progressions, vintage swing especially, and your kettlebell training and ETK. So once again, we're on week 1, the program minimum, right? So we're working on swings, jumping jacks, swings, mountain climbers, swings, push up to a squat thrust, swings, and then a jog. You could keep the volume at 20, which that calls for right here, and you can do 10 swings with the vintage dumbbell and 10 swings with the kettlebell hand to hand, and then the assistance drill. So you're keeping the volume the same and then progressing from one tool to the next, which is amazing for just absolutely everything, to build resilience in your body, and you just get a better result. It's a better way to cross-train so that you're hitting every muscle fiber and every single rep, and you're not overusing any one muscle group, especially as you raise volume with kettlebells and you have to handle that momentum all the time. This is a great way to break it up, continue to challenge yourself, and keep you at the top of your game. Try these progressions out. Let us know how you like them. We will see you next week.